Morning, girls. Come on. Let's go. Come on, girl. Let's go into the barn. Come on, girl. Let's go. Come on. Get in the barn. Hey, good morning everybody. This is Organic Dairyman. Welcome back to my channel today. Today is Saturday, May 9th, and it is kind of a beautiful morning out. But this afternoon it's not going to be so beautiful. And it's supposed to start raining here about 3:30 this afternoon. So, yeah, so anyways guys, how is your day going? I hope it's going great. Mine's going great so far. Actually right now, my brother, well, we're actually doing milk testing here this morning. I helped, we got the cows in this morning. I helped get started milking, and I didn't have a chance to do my calf chores here yet. And so I just got the cows in, got them in right away so we can get things going for the milk tester guy. And yeah, so that's what's going on right now. We're doing milk testing, and also this morning, my brother Steve, my brother Steve and my brother Pat went over to that other field that's 12 miles from here. And my brother Steve got my brother Pat going on digging that field, or working it up with the field cultivator, the digger as we call it, and to kill some weeds over there. So that's done before it rains out. So yeah, so my brother Pat's over there working right now. Steve is in the barn, the milk tester, helping him milk, and I am just doing this here real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to milking, and then I might run into, after we get done with milking, I might run into town to the farm store to get something, because there's a certain thing that's on sale in there that's only on sale this week, and I'd like to get it. And so if you guys, anybody can guess what it is. So anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go back down to the barn, and we're gonna finish up with the milk testing, and get going with all the other stuff that's gonna be happening here today. And oh, and we're gonna try to spread some fertilizer here too, so get all this done before it starts raining around 3:30. Well, I think it's gonna be a little bit before we start spreading fertilizer. It started raining out before they said it was gonna rain out. Oh, those weather people, they always lie. So anyways, yeah, so I guess we'll have to hold off on spreading fertilizer for now, but we're all done with the milking, and so I need to go feed the cows here, so I'm gonna go out and feed the cows. It's getting kind of clear off. It looks like it's going to clear off just for a little bit, and then later this afternoon, or mid-afternoon, it's going to start, well, probably later this afternoon, it's going to start raining again. So So I'm gonna go feed the cows, and then I think I'm gonna go run to town and get that one thing that's on sale at the farm store. And yeah. Bird did in my pickup. Let's see if we can take care of that problem. There, got rid of that bird canucci. It quit raining, so but it's still wet out, so I'm just on my way into town to go get that one thing that's on sale. Hopefully they still have it yet. And if they don't, they'll do a rain check. There it is. On sale. Well, I thought as long as I was out and about driving around, that I'd just stop and check in our oats field, and I apologize for the wind. It's a little bit windy out here. Looks like the alfalfa is really coming pretty good. And the oats field is, it's really greening up. Good in one spot right here. Don't know why. Soil compaction, I imagine. But overall, the rest of the field looks good. Huh. So, decided I better come down here and check and just at least see what it looks like. See what it's doing anyways. So we're gonna get back home and get the fertilizer spreader loaded up. And maybe try out that new grease gun, because yep, finally broke down and got it. Well, this is what you have to do when the tractor you're running doesn't have a working fuel gauge on it, and you run out of fuel because the fuel gauge wasn't working, so you didn't know how to fuel it. So you gotta dump fuel in like this. Oh gosh. At least I was up in the yard. I was only about 100 feet from the fuel barrel. Now I gotta bleed it. Oh well. It doesn't happen very often. This is the first time it's happened in probably 3 months. So sometimes you just gotta try to remember to fuel it up more often, then this doesn't happen. Well, did you guys think that I was actually gonna let that grain drill sit out in the rain and get wet this whole time during this whole rainy event? Yeah, the wind has really picked up and rain is coming down at a steady rate. Not too heavy, not real light. And no, we didn't get any fertilizer spread. Oh, it just didn't work out. So anyways, yep. This thing fit in here nicely. And yes, I did use the camera that I'm talking to you guys on as kind of to help guide me in there. I just watched it on my phone so that I knew that it didn't get too close to the combine here. So it kind of works out nice to do that. I probably could have gone a few more inches closer, but it's good enough. And I didn't tell you guys about this thing. This happened on Sunday. I guess if you watch my Instagram stories, you probably saw this happen. There's a clamp that goes around here. That thing clamp broke. Something happened to it. And so the whole thing went back, and I don't know. I think the hoses are still good yet. This hose I hope is going to be good. It bent that one line down. So yes, it's still got to be fixed. I'll get it fixed here. And no, I didn't get, I don't know if I'm going to work on the corn planter. It's getting late. I mean, it's like 7:30, but oh yeah. So anyways, should we go get that new grease gun? Try it out. I was gonna bring it out here and maybe grease up the feeder wagon because I haven't greased it up. So I think I'm gonna go and try to get that grease gun. See if the battery's charged up. Slide a tube of grease in there and bring it out here and try greasing up the old feed wagon. Okay, I got the grease gun all primed, ready to go here. So, and I got it set. The nice thing about this one is, well, you got, what's this here? Is that another speed? I suppose that's 2 speeds, fast and slow, and then you could set how many pumps you want it for, and it's got this little handy flashlight on there. That's kind of nice. So let's try it out and do some greasing with it on the feeder wagon. And they got this really nice long hose here. So this feeder wagon doesn't need very many pumps of grease, so otherwise you just waste grease if it doesn't need too much. So well, the grease gun worked pretty nice. It's still, no matter what kind of grease gun you have, it's still a greasy job. That's the only thing about grease. It's always going to be a greasy affair, no matter. You're always going to get a little bit of grease on you or something. But overall, so far, my review or my feelings about this thing is I really like it so far. I don't have any complaints about it. The only thing that I am disappointed about it is it said that it was made in China. That's the only thing that I don't like, that it was made in China. At least the case said it was made in China, or the thing that it came with. So maybe whether this was actually assembled in China or assembled in the US, I don't know for sure, but overall I have no regrets buying a Milwaukee so far. I've used a DeWalt before. The guy that used to custom shop for us, he had a DeWalt. One of my cousins have a DeWalt, and just from using this so far, I really like it compared to a DeWalt. I would not get a DeWalt cordless grease gun. This one, I mean, and I like it so far. I mean, but I guess I haven't used it for a long term, but so far, from what I've seen of using it, just the little time I have, I really like it. So anyways, I gotta go grab a bite to eat, then we gotta get the cows in because it is still raining out and it's cold and miserable, and it's gonna be cold for the next, I don't know, I think it's going into Tuesday yet. Today is Saturday, yeah, so going into Tuesday, it's still gonna be cold out yet, so kind of cool. I don't know, tomorrow's supposed to be the high in the low 40s, high 30s for May. This is exactly why when you're organic, at least in our area, you do not plant corn. You wait, because this is what happens. If we had planted corn when everybody else did, it would be a mess. We'd have a weedy mess. We couldn't get out and cultivate. Obviously, if you're a conventional farmer, you can go out and spray when it dries out, but you know, that's why we wait. So that way the corn comes up quickly and boom, you get out and cultivate it, and it cleans the weeds up and shades the ground, and you're good to go. But anyways, I gotta go, so I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Today, I come out here to the loader tractor because this is where my sunglasses were. Yes, I left them out here. So anyways, yeah, today is Sunday, May 10th. It is Mother's Day. So, yeah, but I was looking to, need to get my sunglasses here, and we're gonna get going here and get the cows in and get them milk. And today is definitely, or at least this morning, is more beautiful than it was yesterday afternoon. So yeah, so I don't know what for sure is all gonna happen here today, but probably if it's dry enough, maybe not. If it's not too windy, we might spread some fertilizer, but probably not. And this stuff here, we got to get the special compost spreader, the special spreader to spread this stuff here. But it's amazing how this stuff get rained out, but it doesn't turn to mud. This is that's some good compost. That is some really good stuff. So anyways, we're gonna get going here with things this morning. Well, I've already did some other stuff already, but the sun is so bright when you don't have sunglasses on, hurts the guy's eyes. So, but we'll see how today goes, see what we get done here today. And I'm blinding you guys in the sun. So let's see what happens. Probably gonna go in and at least for sure, if I don't go see my mom, I'm gonna for sure call her today and wish her a happy Mother's Day. But yeah, so we'll see what happens today. Okay, as you can see, I was doing some greasing. Well, you saw me do some greasing in the loader, but I didn't show you was that I was greasing on this thing, this 8670 here too. I was just greasing up the super steer and the front end here. It's one thing about these super steers front ends, there's a lot of grease zerks on them. You got grease zerks down there, there, of course, there, and underneath there, and all on the other side, and yeah, there's a lot of grease. I didn't even count them all, but yeah, there's some more grease zerks right there. Yeah, there's a lot of pivot points. But obviously the loader tractor here, that's not super steer, so it doesn't have as many grease zerks as the super steer, what the super steer does. So, but yes, I would definitely say greasing with this this new Milwaukee cordless grease gun, it definitely makes greasing more enjoyable. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been putting off greasing things because our primary grease gun around here, we have two lever action grease guns. Yeah, these things. And you know how that can be greasing up with those things? It's a bear when you're trying to push and you're in a tight spot. Well, you know, if you're a farmer and you've ever used a lever action grease gun, you know what I'm talking about. So that thing will pay for itself because it just makes greasing more enjoyable. You want to do it more often so you'll have less problems with bearings going out, less problems with your tie rod ends going bad. It'll just pay for itself. So anyways, I think I'm just gonna finish up the video here, talking a little bit more about the fertilizer, because I have not really talked much about it. I'm not gonna go super in depth about it because I do have, you know, some videos in the one video in the past. I need to go back and I need to create some playlists and where I've talked more about it in there, but just to kind of give you a brief rundown on it. Like I say, this stuff here, we mentioned the other day, it's a 3-way blend. Normally they write on here what it is, but I don't know what percentage. Like I say, it's a blend of potassium sulfate, phosphorus, and humates. Now humates are the I don't know if I can get a bag open here. One open. Well, wait, I don't need to open a bag. There's some on the spreader here. I forgot, yeah. There's stuff here in the spreader. Yeah, if I could get it, if I could get some here. And show you guys. Yeah, the big chunky stuff in here that you see, those are the humates. Like this stuff, like that there. That's like, that's the humates. That's the dead plants and animals, remains of dead plants and animals from how many million years ago. They compressed it enough to turn it into that, but not enough. There wasn't enough heat and pressure to turn it into coal. So that's the difference. So that has, you know, this stuff here has trace elements in it, trace of whatever, zinc, copper, trace amounts of that. And the rest, like I say, is I don't know exactly what percentage the blend is, but it's a 3-way blend. It's a blend based off of what our, you know, based off our soil tests. It's kind of like an ingredient mix, you know, how much you blend in there. But like I said, there's no nitrogen in there. All this stuff is raw mine stuff, so the time that it takes to break down in the soil, and it takes a certain amount of time for it to break down. Usually this stuff here, you'll see this if you go out in the field within so many days, you'll actually see the microbes in the soil. They'll actually start eating on those humates. Start pulling it down in the soil. And the primary thing that we focus on with organic is we try to feed the soil, feed the microbes, the bacteria, whatever you want to call it. We try to feed those in the soil, because the microbes in the soil is also a crop. And if you have good, healthy microbes in your soil, then you're gonna have healthy plants. So we let the microbes eat up the stuff. They poop out, they break it down basically and poop out whatever is left, whatever they don't utilize. They poop out the trace minerals and all the other stuff. And then the plants, they have tiny little hair-like roots. And those little hair-like roots will go in there, and that's how they take in the minerals and stuff like that, those trace elements and everything. So that's primarily what we do with organic, is, like I say, we focus on feeding the soil and let the soil feed the plant. When you're a conventional farmer, you primarily just focus on feeding the plant. You buy all the plant food, and you know, you buy your NP and K, which is readily available. It's sodium, or yeah, it is sodium. A lot of it, some of it's sodium based, but it's designed to break down quickly and feed the plant. It doesn't have very much, it doesn't really do much as far as feeding the microbes in your soil, where this stuff does. So that's basically what we do with organic. That's what it does. So, and like I say, there is no nitrogen in this stuff. It's just all the nitrogen that we get on our farm comes from the legume crops like alfalfa, clover, soybeans, manure. The only supplemental nitrogen that we do add is that pile of compost over there. Once in a while we'll get a pile of compost. It's not too often we get the compost here on this farm, we do get it is this kind of supplemental nitrogen, like this is going to be for the soybeans, so they have a little bit of nitrogen, extra nitrogen, because soybeans need some nitrogen, but you don't want to give them too much, otherwise they get lazy. You just want to give them a little tiny bit of nitrogen. They don't need a lot, even though they produce nitrogen, or the nodules do. They're nitrogen fixing nodules, bacteria that produce nitrogen. Same way in the alfalfa. You can, you know, we grow, like I say, I would say probably 95% of the nitrogen on our farm, we grow it. You can do it. That hay stays out there and growing until we're just ready to plant corn. We'll go out and plow it, disc it, put it into corn. But it's fixing nitrogen in the ground right now as we speak, so that's how we do it. And eventually someday it would be nice if we could figure out how to do all organic no-till. Would be nice someday. But the biggest thing is you can't do all organic no-till all the time, because like, how do you kill off alfalfa? How do you kill it off? I thought about, well, maybe you could, if you had a flamer, would the heat, you know, kill it off? I don't know. So that's kind of the tough thing, and you got to be able to, you know, there's a certain amount of things you got to do. Somebody will figure it out someday. Maybe a guy could get all organic no-till someday. But biggest thing, right, we don't do any organic no-till. At least like with the soybeans, you can do some of that with that. As far as you just got to plant cereal rye out there, and then you got to wait till it's in the pollinate stage, and you got to go out there with a chevron roll and roll it down to crimp it, and then no-till right into the stubble. But we don't do that on our farm, mainly because we're pressed for time. The cows take up so much time sometimes, so we just don't have time to do all that stuff. So maybe someday we'll get into it, but for now, we just do it the way we do it. But we still have to cultivate our beans yet. But someday I would like to try to get into doing a little bit more organic no-till. I would like to try it, but it just, right now, it just doesn't fit the book for us at the moment. But anyway, so I thought, yeah, I just explained a little bit about that, and so finish out this video explaining a little bit about the fertilizer, because I feel like I didn't really touch too much on it the other day. But yeah, so if anybody's interested in organic, I try not to, I'm not preaching organic on this channel. That's not what I'm about, just to preach it. But if you're interested in it and you want some ideas or some help, info, you know, just send me a direct message on Instagram or Twitter, or email me. My email address is in my about page on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested, you know, right now it's kind of a tough time to get into organic because of the conventional grain price. It's hard to transition over, but if you're careful and you do a good enough job, you could probably do it. So anyways, I gotta go eat something, and I might go and visit my mom yet. I'm not for sure. I'm gonna visit her, just give her a phone call, maybe video chat with her. So anyways, so that's all I've got here for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Organic Dairyman. Have a good evening and take care. And please don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later.